Hello and good morning, and look, I'm starting this next episode in front of a bakery, as you can see. Now, they haven't got all the goodies out yet, but I've got to say, being in Santa Juliana, there's a few food choices, but not a lot. But this bakery, I tell you what, is coming in handy. And this guy opens till 12 o'clock at night, so if you get the munchies, you know, a few drinks or something at Alvin's place, you can just come down here and just munch out at these beautiful pastries. They are delicious, I tell you that. Oh, they're pretty plain, but they're delicious, and they're very, very economical. Only probably about 5 pesos each, so you can get a whole pile of them and go back and just pig out. Anyhow, we're off to Yi Young again this morning, and there's a few things I've got to reassess about the project. Okay, so let's get out there and I'll show you what we're going to reassess, because the board that we're using has got a few issues with it. It's a long way away from the water tank, and we're having problems getting water up the hill to the tank. Anyhow, you'll see how we're going to solve this issue in just a minute. All right, let us get out to Yi Young. So this morning it is all about pressure, and that's pressure to push the water up the hill. So that's our big concern. So before we go out to Yi Young, I just wanted to show you a setup that Alvin's got. I am learning a lot about plumbing, pressures, water delivery, so it's a really good educational project for me as well. But anyhow, it's this is a pressure tank. So this is a galvanized pressure tank. Actually, I'm not even sure if it's that, it's steel, but that's a pressure tank. And what happens is there's a pump down here and a bore. So we've got a very good setup here, an example exactly what we got at Yi Young. So we've got a pump here that pulls the water out of the bore, okay, and then it delivers it to the pressure tank over here. So going back to the pressure tank, so this applies pressure to the water pipes, so you can deliver it to areas that are further away, and you use the pump pressure to pressurize this actual tank here. So it is a possible solution to the problem that we have at Yi Young. Pulling up the water is not a problem with our I think it's a 2 horsepower pump, and but the problem is when we push it up to the top, it just won't go up. It's about 80, maybe 100 meters, vertical meters up. So yeah, that's the problem that we got. We're using 2 pumps at the moment to deliver the water. It's a really good flow, but 2 pumps means we have 2 pumps in the network, and also we have 2 electricity bills for 2 pumps. So I want to avoid things like that. Solar is pretty expensive as well. But look, let's get out to Yi Young and I'll show you exactly what we're talking about. But that's a thing that I'm really, really concerned about today, and that's solving that issue of the water pressure. Well, there she is on the pedestal. Beautiful piece of engineering here. I'm talking about the slab and the tank. Absolutely sensational. Next to this little tank. Ah dear, why do they put something like this in? All right, let's get down to where the issue is, down the hill. This is where the new bore is that we've tapped, and we're having some pressure issues with getting the water up here. All right, so let's get into it. Let's show you what I'm talking about. Hello.
Hi, good morning, sir.
Good morning. Okay, we're just going down to the pump, to where the bore is, and I just want to show you the electricity cable that we're running, or that my plumber has run with his electrical team. And here it is, it's inside that protective sheathing, and it connects up to a house up there. This is a temporary, but it'll probably end up being a permanent arrangement. But as you can see, it's elevated here, which is good. We got to elevate the whole thing for safety reasons, of course. But that's not an issue. But the main part is they've elevated it here on these posts. Good job. and we just come down here to our pump. I'm going to go across here because I found this was a bit mushy here, but on the grass area it's fine. Alright, so electricity comes down there and into our pump, and here's our pump.
And this everything is temporary set.
Of course, yeah. So basically, you know, we have to make sure that all this all works, all this infrastructure we put in works properly, we get a proper flow, and we're happy with it, and then we'll make it a bit more permanent. But as you can see, we do have to put things like this in to protect the pump from being sort of taken. I don't think people take pumps, but you never know. But yeah, but this is a very temporary arrangement until we get everything absolutely 100% working. All right, so we're just going to quickly track the water supply. So the pump's there, and it's going along here. This is going up to, it's actually going up to another pump, and this is what I want to change. How you going, buddy? What have you been up to? Having a good time here. Plenty of fresh food to eat. Yeah, it's always good to have a chat to the locals. But anyway, back to the main objective, and it's to get this water system in. We're following this pipe up. It goes up that way through this house, so we'll just go around the house up here.
Wah, potong kain ha, tinandarom talaga. Pwede kang dumalang kainin ha.
And it's over here. He's pretty upset. Alright, so it's gone past this house here. Past this house here. This is a very direct route to the water tank then compared to the path that we trekked down. Goes through this person's garden.
Yeah.
So I believe all this may have to go underground, not too sure, but we've got to dig all this in to make it a bit more permanent. We're going up here. So, hello, hi. Yeah, such a typical village built on a hill, and just gotta watch where you're going because there's plenty of things that you can fall down. We're just going down to, not sure exactly where we're going down to, but we'll take care. Oh yeah, going down the water pipe. Oh, they've done a bit of digging in. And then goes under here and goes up there. So we're already looking at over 100 meters piping at the moment. I'll try and get the stats on exactly how long this is. And we're 3/4 the way up the hill. All right. Now that was a bit of an effort to get to this remote location in this remote village, and it looks like we're in a jungle. I'll tell you what, we pretty much are. There's not a lot of tracks around here, but this is where we're putting the second pump. I'll just come in, not get in the way too much, see what's happening. Just doing some electrical cabling here, some plumbing, getting this baby fired up, because this is the solution at the moment, and I'm pretty happy because we're going to be able to move on with this phase of the project. And while I do a bit more research on whether we can just have one pump system and one pressure tank system, but at least we'll have it functioning and working, and that's all I care about. Okay, we've got things humming along. It's on, it's cabled up, and it should be filling the tank. We're going to go up, and we're going to see if it's filling the tank. Don't forget this is a temporary arrangement for a while, but I mean, laying of the pipe's still going to be here. We just might replace that pump with a pressure tank somewhere in the circuit. All right, we're going to go up. Best way to follow the pipe around here. It's just like I'm bush bashing in Australia. But actually it's easier than bush bashing in Australia because there's not as much bush, a lot of dirt. Here we go. And follow the pipe. And nearly there. Ah.
It's working.
All right. We have water. Yeah, water. It's a bit warm, but it's working. It actually tastes pretty good too. Everyone's happy. They're filling their tanks up while it's running. And we're going to get this baby full today. And man, I'm going to be really excited. I might even hang around to watch it. Bill. All right. Well done, Jamil. Well done, buddy. Okay. Okay, we just have to make it look a bit better. Put a bit more of a secure thing around the pump we just installed. But it's all happening here. Well, a very special event's happening. We're filling the tank right now, so I'm going to go up and have a bit of a look. Let's go. Yep, we're climbing up the tank. All right, climbing up the tank. I'm not sure if we're going to look inside. Oh, it's got the lid on. Oh no! But there it is. We're not gonna look inside because I'm gonna go up a little bit more. Ah, the hatch. I'm looking at the hatch here, and I think I can open it up. Yes, I'm opening it up. Let's have a look inside. Woo-hoo. We are filling the tank. Oh man, exciting. And there's the inlet here. So the guys have done an amazing job. And I tell you what, it's a really good view from up here. As long as I don't touch the power wires. Look at that, great view. Let's get back down, safely of course. I'm not usually scared of heights, and I'm not that scared. I'm used to climb bridges, towers, trees, you name it. That was good. Yeah, right, so now we've looked inside the tank. I'll just show you the exterior and the nice plumbing work my guys have done. So there's the blue pipe that goes in and fills the tank. They've done a good job, nice and neat. Nice little elbows down here, and off it goes down to the pumps and the bore. Yeah. And coming around here, I'll come around the front. They've got this set up here, which I'm actually questioning because the solution I suggested that we have is 2-inch out of here, and we've got a bit of a leak, but 2-inch here, and it comes down and branches off that way and branches off that way, because then we get to service both sides of the village with the one tank. So that was the current plan, and we'll just have to maybe stick to it. I'll just ask Jamel if that's suitable. I don't think it's going to work when you've got this single pipe that looks like 1 inch or 3/4. Oh! It's all right. Could be 3/4 inch, not too sure, but that's not going to service the main pipes that go down the street because we've got 1/2 inch off to the taps. So we thought about this, we engineered it this way. We just haven't built it this way just yet. But look, that's discussion that we're going to have tomorrow with Alvin and Gemel, is the delivery system, where we'll talk about the size of the pipes and that. Anyhow, it's all good. We're getting the tank filled, and tomorrow we'll be back to talk about distribution and getting that all set up. All right, I've just come back.
Kaya,
Oh, hang on.
sinabi ko na.
Going to talk to Alvin. We got a problem here, a real serious problem. All right, we're going down to have a look at the damage. Yeah, it looks like we've blown a pump. Look, it was a second-hand pump donated by Alvin, and he said it may not be a particularly good one. So I'm going down to see a bit of the damage, what's happened. But look, it does solve a problem for us because I can go out and buy a bigger, fatter, chunkier, more powerful pump so we can get the water to the top without having the second pump in the middle. So I think it's God works in weird and wonderful ways, but it's good to know this at the beginning of filling the tank. Then, you know, when you've all put it in and it's all working and you go away and all of a sudden the pump blows. So we are learning a lot about pumps, water pressure, a lot. Even my plumbers are learning a lot. Okay. So this little baby's cocked it. Can't actually tell, there's no damage, but it's got the problem. And yeah, she's not working anymore. When you're down for the count, live your dream. When you're down, right, it is now off to research some pressure tanks. All right, goodbye.